Good afternoon, everybody. It is your quarantine quantum congenial host, or something like that. I had it better before. Oh well, I should never rehearse anything. This is David Perlmutter from Quantum Listing. Welcome to our webinar, Meet Quantum Listing's Partners. This is really an exciting event for us. We have the preponderance of our partners here with us today, and everybody has about 5 minutes to present, and if you hear this noise,
that was easy.
That means your time is up. So without further ado, let's just have a look at what our agenda is today. And the lineup is here. You'll be able to get contact information for everybody on that's presenting today. We will be sending out the replay, so if you have to jump off, don't worry, we'll be sending that to you, and we will also make an effort to send the slide deck as well, so you can have everybody's contact info. And that being said, I want to thank our sponsor, the News Funnel, and I usually go into a nice pitch about the News Funnel, but since Jen McCabe from the News Funnel is here, I'm going to let her tell us all about the News Funnel. Hi. Thanks for being with us. Jen, did I lose you? Uh-oh. Hello, Jen. All right. We can't hear Jen. Did we mute you by accident? All right. I'll tell you what, we'll come back to you. And we will go to Linda Day Harrison from theBrokerList. Hello, Linda.
Wow, I'm going first?
Yeah, we lost Jen briefly.
Whatever you need, David.
All right. Tell us about theBrokerList and their secrets.
Well, first of all, there's a lot of secrets, so let's go to the next one. We've got our secret menu. Are you able to see it, everybody?
Yes.
You've heard of secret menus at restaurants. Well, guess what? Websites have them too. We have a whole list of things that are on our secret menu, but I'll go through them one by one. The first one is we automatically tweet all your have posts. So if you're syndicating from Buildout, it just automatically happens. If you manually enter a listing, it automatically happens for you too. Our secret menu item number 2. If you're a TBL member, you can syndicate your blog with us.
Somebody who just joined.
Or you can send us manual blogs, however you want to do it. We check you out, make sure your blogs are appropriate for our site, and we let you share your blog through our community. Secret menu item number 3 is all of our new members get fanfare through social media, and we promote you through various methods to give you some exposure. Secret menu item number 4 is we're very helpful, and we do answer our phone. We love to help people, and we give people tips and tricks when they call us, so give us a call sometime. Secret menu item 5, we have chat and message on our site in the right corner. You can just click on it. If we're available, we can chat live, or just shoot us a message and we'll get right back to you. Secret menu item number 6 is onboarding brokers is super easy. Don't sweat it. Shoot us an email. We also have a page called Add Brokers on our site, so you just click it and fill out a form and tell us what to do, and we'll add your brokers. Secret menu item number 7 is we have a coworker link. If you're one of our members, you can log into your control panel, click the coworker link, and share it with people in your office so they join your company page. The same for admins. If an admin wants to get a bunch of people in the office to join, just use your coworker link. Secret menu item number 8 is we have RSS feeds, and we love them. They're your BFF in online marketing. They work with Hootsuite, IF, Zapier, Buffer, MeetEdgar, and WordPress and other platforms. It helps you pull anything you put in our site to those other platforms. Secret menu item number 9 is we love you to add your closed deals. So if you have a listing and it closes, just click leased or sold, and it turns into like a little mini press release, which also gets promoted. And if you are like a tenant rep broker or somebody who doesn't have a listing, you can add a closed deal as well. Secret menu item number 10 is we automatically e-blast all your haves and wants. And if you're one of our members, you're used to getting our emails, but we do it automatically. Secret menu item number 11 is we have a free e-blast service within our platform. If you want to message people through the broker list, you can just be, if you're a verified member, you can email people through our platform. Secret menu item number 12 is we allow you to have unlimited URL links. A lot of sites are limiting. They only let you have one website or one this or one that. We let you have all your social media. And if we're missing something, just tell us what we're missing. You can add Instagram, etc. Secret menu item 13 is unlimited admins. That's kind of obvious, but some sites restrict your admins, but anybody in your office can be an admin, as many as you want. Secret menu item number 14 is you can use LinkedIn to log in, so you don't have to have an old school username and password, and makes it easy. Secret menu item number 15 is broker ads and drops. If brokers leave your office or join your office, just shoot us an email and we'll take it from there. We don't want to have the admin struggling. And I know admins are on this call, know that we do that for them. Secret menu item 16 is company name changes is one thing we're strict about. We don't want you changing your business and staying on the broker list. If you go into single family residential, we would not want your company name on our site. So you can change everything on your company profile, but the name, shoot us an email and say, Linda, change my name, and we will change it for you. Secret menu item 17 is we do a monthly profile maintenance reminder, and that's for you to remind you to change your profile across all platforms, not just ours, kind of to remind you because everything is online today. Secret menu item 18 is this is a secret menu bonus actually. We do a CRE monthly call, CRE marketing monthly call. The last Tuesday of every month at 2 o'clock Eastern, you can count on us to be on our Uber conference chat line. And all you have to do is connect and listen and meet all of our awesome CRE marketing pros and brokers who are passionate about CRE marketing. And the last slide is thank you. Follow us everywhere. We are the broker list everywhere. I love to go old school, dial our number, and please stay healthy, helpful, and calm. Thank you so much, Julia and David and all the attendees.
Okay, thank you, Linda. That was great. Jen McCabe, are you back?
Yes, I apologize. I had technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Here, sorry about the.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome. So I'm Jen McCabe, Chief Growth Officer for the News Funnel. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about our site, who it's for, how you can use it. The News Funnel is the #1 news platform for commercial real estate. We aggregate content from trade publications, media sources, and companies so that all the content you need is in one place. We provide 2 basic services, one for industry professionals and one for marketers. CRE professionals can use the News Funnel to get their personalized real estate news. They set their preferences by market and industry segment. They can sign up for our daily email, which provides them with 10 headlines every weekday. And then for marketers, they can create a company profile for their company. They can add content. And this content can include press releases, blogs, market research, events, and more. This content is then shared with our subscribers based on matching. And it's completely free for companies to set up profiles and upload content. The News Funnel has also offers many marketing and advertising opportunities. We have over 150,000 subscribers in 55 markets in the United States. We offer everything from sponsored content, banner ads, campaigns, emails, email sponsorships, and more. And we can customize marketing efforts by geographic market or geographic region. And we can really create a plan that meets any budget. We also offer API and news streaming tools, as well as a newsletter product that's coming out in the next few weeks. And I'm happy to answer any questions at the end, I guess, or if anyone has any questions or would like a media kit, I'm happy to send it over.
Thank you, Jen. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I, can give a heartfelt testimonial. We use the News Funnels commercial real estate news feed on both Quantum Listing and Promoter Properties. We put all of our webinars and events up on the News Funnel. There are tons of things that we do with you guys, and you're also part of the general umbrella of the Michael Beckerman empire. You'll be hearing from Sarah Malcolm or Mark Kalkor from ATYPICAL soon, and they run these great CRE tech events when we're not all hunkered down. So if you don't know about any of those things, Jen can point you in the right direction as well. Andrew Bermudez, while I am getting up to your slide, could you unmute yourself, good sir? There he is.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, Andrew. How you doing?
Good, man. We got good people on this call. It's awesome. I saw Casey Flannery. I keep on messaging her on the chat, but she doesn't pay attention to me because she doesn't work much. Hey, I got a question for you, David. Can I share my screen to go over the deck so that I can go move through it pretty quickly?
Sir.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm just gonna share my screen. Let me know if it comes through.
It's there.
You guys see it?
Yep, perfect.
All right, thank you. Really appreciate it. Let me go ahead and minimize this little bad boy. All right, everybody. So I am Andrew Bermudez. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Digsy. We're a free commercial real estate search engine. But prior to Digsy, I was a partner and senior vice president at Lee & Associates in Irvine, California from 99 to 2012. And really, the way that we're building Digsy, and we've built it the past 4 years, is like we believe that listing search engines should be effective, but also affordable for all commercial real estate stakeholders, not only the people who have a lot of cash in the bank. Like if you look at small property owners, property managers, independent brokers, boutiques, and even large brokerages, they cannot expand. They cannot afford these expensive search engines to fill vacancies and generate commission, especially in down markets. So the problem that we saw is that if you look at commercial real estate engines today, you got expensive, and those expenses are as high as your rent or your payroll, or they're inexpensive, and that's great, but they yield very few leads. Right. So what we've done with Digsy is we've made it free. So you can post and search all of the listings for free. And then you can optionally pay and affordably pay to access more tools and exposure for your listings, have wider reach. Digsy knows who is looking for what at any point, and we have services on the back end that we can help you tap into to generate more traffic and exposure. Also, a lot of those tenants request help from brokers. So we put them in touch with tenant and buyer reps who can help them out. So that's one thing. Currently, there's about 45,000 people, and this grows every month by several thousands of tenants, buyers, brokers using Digsy on a monthly basis to find commercial space and commercial properties to buy. So here's how Digsy, like we've talked about the problem, how if you have a free search engine or it's affordable, you usually don't get that many leads. We focus a lot on SEO and conversion rate optimization. So we have a great team who has a great background on this, doing it for big companies like Skechers Shoes, Applebee's, IHOP, et cetera, even Public Storage. And these are internal people. So it's not like we're going on an agency. We control the whole widget. So when somebody searches for, whether it's a broker, a boutique broker, or a tenant, they go and they type in like warehouse for rent Irvine or office space for rent. And what you see is that we rank high on the search results. And that's in newer markets. It takes us a little bit of time to rank higher, but we don't charge to list. So we get a lot of listings, a ton of listings that we make available for free for tenants, buyers, and brokers to review and also inquire on. So what free listings means, it means more traffic. More traffic, of course, means more leads to the brokers, property managers, and independent landlords. So it's very easy to take advantage of this. You just go to www.getdigsy.com, and at the top you'll see a little arrow saying, hey, submit a listing, and that's what you do. Also, we have little tools that we roll out. One really cool one is our free lead capture widget. and this is for your listing brochure. So if you're putting your listing brochures via a link, let's say on other services, or you're sharing them with people on your newsletters, etc., whenever they view that, and you have to make sure it's a Dropbox link, by the way. Whenever you view that, a little pop-up will come up with your picture that says, hey, you know, Scott Musk at Lee & Associates, hey, I can help you find space if this property doesn't work for you, for example, right? And they can fill out a form and tell you more about their business, and you get pinged right away that you've got a lead. It's a good way to get more traffic out of your existing traffic that you're getting in multiple sources, whether it's email, newsletters, etc. So to access the widget, it's free. All you have to do is go to digsy.co/signup and create a free account. And then at the top, you're going to see a lead capture URL, and then you can go ahead and click that, and it's pretty simple after that. Also, for those of you that are having trouble finding tenants or buyers, or for those of you that have off-market properties, we track every single person that hits our website, whether it's a broker, a tenant, or a buyer, or an investor, on what they're looking for, and we have all their contact information, so we can actually tailor a sales and marketing outreach campaign in the background to basically get you more traffic and help you move that property faster. Same thing for tenant reps. Since we have this data, we know who keeps on coming back, who's not finding property, and we can put them in touch with tenant and buyer reps as well. So you can use this to beef up your activity report and impress your owners. The other thing that's different about Digsy is we're not kind of like just hoarding the data. So in our terms of service, your data is yours. And what that means is that we collaborate with other search engines, right? Because we're not going to be the only place, but we collaborate, for example, with QuantumListing's. So what we do is our listings, we can push over to them, and they push their listings over to us. So that way we can get you wider reach, right? So we're leveraging each other. That way, if you can generate tenants and buyers for a property in other websites and things like that. And even if you want to send your listings to a different service, we're not going to sue you. Just send them links to your listings on Digsy. And if the picture is yours on Digsy, as long as it's not copyrighted by somebody else, they're welcome to take that as well. So we work with brokers at Cushman, CBRE, Lee & Associates, Colliers, all the big names list on our website. So we highly encourage you to take advantage of that and start getting tenant and buyer inquiries from using our service. If you guys have any questions, team@getdigsy.com. But the neat things, go in, register for an account, and sign up for that free widget. We'd love to get some more feedback on that, but make sure to use a Dropbox link. And with that being said, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you guys won't see my cool stuff. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. That was terrific. We'll let me just get the control back here. Sorry about the numbers. Hang on. What's going on here? Come on, Chrome, talk to me. There we go. All right, Tim Milazzo, are you with us? Tim? Tim, I thought you were here. I knew.
Hey.
There you are.
Hey, David, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thanks for being here.
Okay. Yes, thanks for having me. Thank you, David and Julia and the Quantum Listing team for setting this up. So briefly, I'm Tim Milazzo, co-founder and CEO of StackSource. I'm going to talk for a couple of brief minutes about what's going on in financing and capital markets for commercial real estate today. I'm going to let you know what StackSource is up to, and I'm going to give you information about where you can find out more if you'd like. So first of all, the capital markets for commercial real estate are in disarray. There are a lot of different types of institutions that traditionally fund commercial real estate deals, but unfortunately, a lot of those lenders, in light of what's happening in the economy, in light of what's happening in the world, unless you've been living in a cave for a couple of months, and if that's the case, you probably caught coronavirus anyway from a bat in that cave, you know that the world's been turned upside down by this virus. Now, financial institutions and economic systems are being affected, and that means that the way that you get financing on commercial real estate is also being affected. For the whole universe of lenders that you can go out to, walking into your local bank and hoping that they give you the best commercial real estate loan is no longer a viable strategy if it ever was one. As a matter of fact, going to a traditional broker that's trying to keep up with all of their relationship lenders is becoming a more difficult task as well. The CMBS market has dried up. The CLO market has dried up. Half of the banks that we're talking to are no longer lending. So we're in a very different world as far as capital markets for commercial real estate than we were a couple of months ago. If you could flip to the next slide. So StackSource, we are an online platform that has been operating since 2017, and we were built for this moment because what we do is we keep track of all different capital sources, lenders, equity providers across the commercial real estate sphere, and we figure out who is lending against what types of assets in what geographies and at what parameters. We know who's lending, we know who's not lending, we know who's increasing their spreads and who's keeping them the same. So in this environment, when treasury yields are dropping, but spreads are rising, and keeping track of what all that means for potential financing or recapitalization of a real estate deal, that's what StackSource does, and that's what we've been designed to do. If you can flip to the next slide as well. Our platform is built to have 3 simple steps. You submit a loan request, you get loan offers, and then you compare and negotiate them. So we have a couple of things that are built right into our platform. Once you get loan offers back through the StackSource platform, one is intuitive loan offer analysis. So if you get a loan quote from StackSource for the property that you're requesting, you can analyze not just what your monthly payment would be on that deal, but actually, if you take it, what would your IRR and cash-on-cash return be for that deal as well, whether it's a refinance or an acquisition. You can also compare and contrast different loan offers you get through the system in an apples-to-apples fashion where you see what lenders are offering you. You can see what they mean for your deal and which one is actually the best return for you. And you can flip to the last slide for me. We have a national team at this point that we've grown quickly, and we're closing loans nationwide. We've closed loans over the last 12 months in 19 different states, and that's increasing. So if you need help on financing anywhere across the continental United States, what you can do is you can hop onto StackSource.com. There's also a link from any QuantumListing acquisition listing page that you're on to get you to StackSource, and where you can submit a loan request. You can chat with one of our capital advisors about where leverage is. They can help you structure the deal if need be. They can help you underwrite the deal if need be. But most of all, we're going to help connect you to sources of capital that are currently putting out capital, so that you're not going to be stuck with a deal that you can't close or stuck with a property where you are coming up on the end of a loan with a lender that's no longer lending. So each of these dots is a loan that we've closed at StackSource in early days. That's going to continue to fill up over the next few months here as we continue to grow as a startup. And if you'd like to get more information about what's happening in the capital markets from a lending perspective, from a cap rate perspective, we're happy to chat. We're also putting some of our own content out on stacksource.com/blog. You can also go to that page and you can sign up for our email newsletter, and you'll get some updates about what's going on in the capital markets and with different types of lending programs. I have contact info available through the webinar here with the Quantum Listing team, but if you can't find it and you're listening to this, hello@stacksource.com will get you in touch with the StackSource team. Again, that's hello@stacksource.com, or you can go to stacksource.com and submit a request there. We are a proud Quantum Listing partner, and we're really glad to be able to help any investors in need at this time.
Thank you very much, Tim. That was excellent. And next up is Eva Baska from Buildout.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, David. My name is Eva Baska, and I am the Director of Marketing here at Buildout. I'm actually going to share my screen also and give you the fastest demo of your life. So some of you may know Buildout from our historical product. Basically what it does is it automates your marketing in your brand, which is what I'll show you today. But recently in October, we just released our second product called Buildout Elite. And what that product does is it it's kind of like an add-on to our marketing platform. And what we added on is a full brokerage tool. So we added on database capabilities and a CRM for brokers. We added a project and deal management tool on top of your marketing, so you can track your leads, you can create tasks for your teams, you can track your pipeline and your deals. And then we also added a back office or commission tracking component. So everyone in your office can be on one system sharing the same data seamlessly. So that's Buildout Elite, but I'm going to jump in here to kind of show you where Buildout was born from. So at Buildout, we have a philosophy that once data is in electronic form, it should never have to be entered again. So I'm going to jump into a property or a listing here that's already pre-populated. But what you would do once you buy Buildout is add all of your property information and all of your listings into Buildout. So obviously this is a very long, boring form, but it just shows how much data you know, a listing requires. You can add all of your lease spaces, you can put it on market, you could add any photos specific for that lease space. I'm focusing on lease, but we do investment sale obviously too. Every property type is supported. And you can add your media and any video links, so on and so forth. But once you basically press save, that data is now automated through Buildout. And what we can do is populate documents for you for this property with that information. We can create a website with one click with that information. So you can see here, the website is automatically created. All the stuff is added in here. You can look at the spaces that we just saw. You can look at the photos, you can look at a map. We also do email marketing. So again, with one click, you can create an email and all of that info will be built into that email. You can post it on Craigslist if you want. We also have a site plan building capability. So all of these spaces are actually tied to that form. So if you sell or lease one of the spaces, these will automatically get updated. You can add logos, so on and so forth. But let me just show you really quickly the powerful documents that we have. So when you sign up with Buildout, your brokerage and most likely your marketers will work with us to kind of set up all of your branding inside of Buildout. So this would be all of your brand, your logos, your fonts, your colors, anything you want. We have a full platform design team on staff that helps you create this brand. If you want a new one, we can help you create one. If you want your exact specs, we can implement them. And so what they do is set up all of these kind of document blueprints that you can then, with one click, use to populate all of this information. And what you can do is just obviously with one click, this document was created, but you could also customize a ton of things. So here you can change the image, you can change, you want 2 photos, you want a map, you can edit these rows. If you want to delete something, change something, you can type real time. And then you also have a long page library that you can pull from and create really robust documents also. One of the things that we offer is a really cool retailer map capability. So this is pulling from Google Maps, and what you can do is just literally go down and start selecting all the retailers around there. You can obviously also type in whichever retailer you want, but just for time's sake, and just press save. You can draw on the map, you can type on the map, you can really do whatever you want with this map, and then it obviously gets populated into this document. So then you press done, and then this document can be used anywhere and everywhere also. So what you can do is, once it loads, gotta love the internet speed. But once that document is created, you can then push it to your website. You can push it into your emails. You can attach it to you can get a link directly to that website also. So I'm going to jump in and show you kind of the other big feature that we offer is our plugin. So this is your brokerage website, right? You have all of your blogs, you have some featured listings, your about page. And then what Buildout does is it offers this plugin to power your listings. So this is that property that we were just looking at. So we saw just a single property website before, but now this website is embedded in your brokerage website. And here you can, customize which buttons you want. You can add documents. There's a lead generation form and all that good stuff. So we're back. One of the other cool things is that you can put your documents that you created. So you might have brochures, you might have offering memorandums that you want locked in behind a lead generation form. So once that happens, this, you can see I will redo this. Now we have a docs tab on the website, and then this document, I'm logged in, but if I wasn't logged in, there would be a form right here. So if someone wants to download the OM, the offering memorandum, then they can get all of you can get all of their information all stored here. The last thing I'll show you is obviously our syndication, why we're here. We have a number of amazing syndication partners, listing sites. A lot of them are on this call today, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to sign up for these listing sites. And basically what you do is, again, all that information that we just entered into that property edit form, all that data automatically gets pushed to these listing sites, including photos if you choose to, and all that good stuff. So in order to sign up for any of these, but specifically for Quantum Listings, you would go to your dropdown, choose Profile, go into your syndication tab, find the Quantum Listing channel, press Connect Account, add your username and password, press Connect Account, and that should connect you. It really is that easy. You just connect it with you just add your username and password, and the account should be connected right away. Clearly I'm having some internet problems, so I apologize for that. I wanted to, yep.
You got to wrap it up. We got to get on to the next one. I'm sorry.
Thank you. So that is Buildout, and I will send this video of our new platform through the chat so you all can view it. Thank you.
Thank you. That was excellent. Really excellent. And we love our Buildout syndication partnership because we get so many of our listings and users from it. So Brendan Hotchkiss, there you are. Are you ready to go?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Nice Buildout shirt, Brandon.
Yeah, I should probably hire a photographer. I was sending pictures off my phone while driving around with my children this morning, and that was one of the few photos that I thought maybe could be a double play here with the Buildout advertisement built in.
And a cute kid.
David, if you could just at your discretion click the slides for me.
Okay.
I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello, everyone. Thank you for putting the call together, David and Julia, and all the other great speakers on the phone. It's nice to connect with everyone. My children, their school has been canceled, and it sounds like I'm in the middle of a gang fight in my house, so I'm calling from my car with relatively slow internet connection. So I'll just sort of guess where you are in the slide.
You got that?
My name's Brett. Go ahead.
And it's your website.
Okay. So my name's Brendan Hotchkiss. I'm with LDCRE. We founded our online commercial real estate platform a little over 4 years ago. The site is LDCRE.com. I've been in commercial real estate for about 20 years, started out as a broker selling office and industrial, then moved over to the capital side. I worked at a private equity shop where we deployed debt and equity structuring into partnership buyouts, financing, joint venture products. So taking that into building out a platform, we looked at it that from our perspective, we wanted to create a listing platform where the broker was not being taxed heavily on listing their property. So we did a free platform, entirely free to list assets, entirely free to view assets. Properties can be entered into our system either manually through our website or through a number of different APIs that flow into us. QuantumListing, Buildout are partners of ours. And what we do then when listings come in, we don't have any firewalls or paywalls on our site. Everything's fully accessible. We also syndicate those listings to approximately 500 news sites through an iframe, which we control. Those sites are all around the U.S. We have listings coming in from about just under 12,000 markets across 42 countries, around 150,000 property listings, which brings us to just north of $850 billion of assets that are currently for sale on our platform. We see an average of about 2,000 new and updated listings daily. And then there's on page 4, there is sort of an infographic of what we mean by our syndication of listings going out into news sites. We look at this as it's allowing the listing agent to fish with multiple different fishing lines or nets in the water, if you will. The more exposure, the more likely that they can find buyers, tenants, or brokers to bring buyers and tenants to their properties. Page 5, we have another infographic that just shows a number of the different incoming syndication partners, such as Buildout, a few other brokerage firms. We have listings from, I would say, every major and middle and minor brokerage firm, at least from one of their agents in our platform. Then there's a screenshot to the right of that, which shows a general list of listings on a page in our platform. And then the third one is how some listings appear in a third-party site. I believe this one is Scottsdale.com. Page 6 just gives a general view of how the map layout and listings look on our website. On the left side, the right side is when investors enter in their investment specs into our platform and receive emails from us with matching listings. This is the general body style of that email. And then here's my contact information. If anyone has any questions, comments, or would like more information, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And thank you again, David and Julia, for putting this together. I think that we all needed a break from the craziness, and it's nice to connect with a lot of people on this call. Thanks, Brendan. I appreciate your spending your time with us, and good luck with you know, everything and wrangling your kids. Thanks. Okay, and next up we have Mark Kalkorff, who is founder and co-president of ATYPICAL. Mark, are you with us?
Thanks, David. Yeah, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. So yeah, as David said, my name is Mark. I'm the founder and co-president of ATYPICAL. So this afternoon, I'm just going to run through a couple of slides, which gives you a bit of an overview of what ATYPICAL does. So Julia or David, if you will just maybe jump through to the next slide. So essentially, ATYPICAL is a full-service digital marketing agency. We focus exclusively on the real estate industry. So we only work with companies who are either owners, operators, developers of commercial real estate space, or the sort of technology service providers or product providers to those real estate companies. But we work exclusively in the real estate space. So what that allows us to do is bring a lot more than just marketing solutions to our clients. We actually weigh in quite heavily in terms of the business discussions and really understanding what the business challenges are that our clients face, and then finding creative marketing solutions to help them solve those problems. So we almost sort of reverse engineer from the business problem back to the solution. The delivery team of ATYPICAL is actually based in Cape Town in South Africa, but our client base is pretty much exclusively US, and that's the market that we know and understand. So in terms of our service offering, we are full service. So we start from the strategy side, that's helping companies put a digital marketing plan together, whether that's a new organization sort of developing something from scratch, or updating a digital marketing plan to be more current and looking at some of the newer technologies. Then campaigns is really if you're looking to make a big splash, so a conference, or you're releasing a new product or a new website and you're looking to run a big campaign to get a lot of eyeballs onto your product or raise a lot of awareness about a particular event or something that you're doing. Then creative writing and creative design. Again, our in-house teams specialize in real estate sort of writing on the writing side. And then the creative design team does everything from social media sort of assets to brochures to marketing packs, to paid media assets. So full in-house creative team. And then, Julia, if you'll just move to the next slide. We've got social media, so managing social media accounts. That's curating content, getting content from our clients, putting calendars together, and managing the distribution of content across social accounts. Then paid media, running paid media campaigns, whether it's for general awareness or lead generation across all of the paid channels. So LinkedIn, Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, all of the channels running paid media campaigns. Then influencer marketing. So we've got quite an extensive network through our sister companies, CRE and the News Funnel. And we use those relationships and those very sort of curated audiences to build influencer campaigns. And then the most recent addition to our service offering is augmented reality and 2D animation. So that's if you're looking to bring a bit of sort of life to your marketing material through augmented reality, that additional layer, or if you're looking to create a video asset that has an extremely long shelf life that can be used across multiple channels to deliver your message or sort of tell your story. Then before I wrap up, Atypical really has two ways that we engage. It's either on a project base, so if you're looking to do a once-off lead generation campaign or create pieces of content, a white paper or an ebook, or you're looking to get some design assets put together. So that's a once-off kind of project. And then most of our clients engage on a more ongoing basis. So they'll either have an existing marketing team that will augment that team with a specific skill set or just more hands, or some of our clients outsource their entire marketing function to us, and then we act as their marketing team. So there's a couple of different ways you can engage. But yeah, looking forward to any questions later on, or feel free to contact me or visit the website for more information. David, Julia, thanks very much again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mark. That was wonderful, and we look forward to continuing our relationship down the road. All right, excellent. Next up, we have Morgan Slade from Reonomy. Morgan?
All right, thank you so much, David, and a big thank you to both David and Julia for getting us all connected. I have to definitely agree with Brendan that in these times, it's really nice to kind of escape from all of the news out there and get a great group of people together. So thank you for calling that out as well. So just a quick introduction. So I head up product marketing and brand over at Reonomy. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Reonomy, we are the largest property intelligence platform with coverage of more than 50 million properties. And that's on a national level. So it's not just looking at, a particular market. We did actually start out, and our roots are in the New York MSA, but we've since expanded nationally in the last couple of years. Our coverage also, it extends to anything in the commercial space outside of single family. So, it covers everything from retail and multifamily over to kind of some of the more granular asset types that are out there. So just going over this slide, so going from left to right, this is really just an explanation of what we're founded on, which is property intelligence. Yeah, that's the right one, thank you. So property intelligence to us is really kind of pulling together all of the disparate sources that are available out there in the marketplace, our founders really understood that for individuals trying to work in this space, it was at one point very difficult to resolve and gather information all into one database. And everyone from brokers to investors and service providers and individuals in the debt space were having difficulty really streamlining their workflows. So the nut that we've cracked is really pulling together public data on the county level, paired with data from exclusive providers, and that includes CoreLogic, Black Knight, Dun & Bradstreet, Info Group, among others, pulling that together with client and private data, and really running that through a machine learning function that then feeds to our products through our API. If you'll go to the next one, and I'll get a little bit into sort of what those products are in a future slide. So really, it's important to understand that within property intelligence, the kind of node or kernel that feeds property intelligence is really around the Reonomy ID. So take, for example, 10 East 21st Street in Manhattan. Multiple sources, public or private, or even within a certain organization, may have that same property listed as 10 East 21st Street in Manhattan. They may have it with New York listed. That building may be on a corner somewhere. So, for example, this building happens to be on the corner of Broadway. So really, what this just to color what this unique identifier and what the Reonomy ID provides is it takes all of this disparate information and it provides one central identifier that pulls everything together, including the characteristics on that property. We could go to the next slide, please. This is to give an idea of the depth and breadth of our data. So I mentioned before that we have over 50 million properties in our coverage. That is, nearly the full landscape of commercial properties nationally. But then attached to all of those properties are really the companies and the people that our customers are interested in getting in touch with in order to do business with them and do their diligence. Next slide, please. And then getting into kind of how we are able to serve our customers and what products are available to the market. So we really think about it in three different user segments. We work with individuals, both hobbyist investors, and then up to kind of smaller shops across those industries that I mentioned previously. So we do have a SaaS platform that is allows kind of an all-you-can-eat understanding of the national commercial landscape, including all property details, information on tax, debt, transactions around a specific property, and the ability to really drill down by specific criteria that's important to that user. We also have taken that model, that SaaS platform, and provided collaborative features. And we have a Reonomy for Teams product that really allows teams to share information, make sure that that any redundancies are removed, etc. And then we do a fair amount of work on the enterprise side of things. And really where that gets interesting is in the way of entity resolution. So going back to that unique identifier, the Reonomy ID, we work with a lot of larger organizations that are looking to cleanse their data and resolve their data. And we provide the mechanism to kind of feed that structure to their database. We also do customized work with enterprise level customers around integrating with their existing systems to ease their workflows. And last slide, please. Thank you. And just to summarize, so the three kind of core areas, regardless of which industry we're working with our customers on, these are kind of the three main solutions we're able to provide. So on the discovery side, for any of our customers, whether it's brokers or service providers, et cetera, providing them the ability to cut through the noise and really surface those warm opportunities for them. On the research side, so once you've narrowed down a list of properties that are of interest, doing your due diligence and being able to get a really in-depth understanding of that property and like properties. And then really the huge interest that a lot of our customers have is in terms of outreach and engagement. So providing contact information that is up to date and of quality that our customers can use to really get in touch with those owners. So our contact information is on the first slide. You can feel free to, right here, you can feel free to get in touch with my colleague, Sierra. It's all sent through in the chat. It's actually SPOTS, P-O-T-T-S at Reonomy. But I can send that through in the chat for anyone who has any questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Andrea Borsea. I hope I pronounced the last name right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. So I'm gonna grab the screen to show you guys real fast a quick demo. So hi, my name is Andrea. I'm from Biproxi, and we've recently relaunched our site, and it's meant to be a way to skip the negotiation and vendor selection process as you're posting your listings. So we are a brand new startup that's been around for about 1.5 years now, started by brokers with brokers in mind, specifically to try and make your life easier, to make it easier for you to sell faster and for more. And so in order to do that, we've basically started building out a vendor network to make things a little bit easier. If anyone's ever had to try and list a property, this is probably what your desktop looked like. And I'm like such a huge offender in this respect. Like my browser is full of too many tabs, but a lot of it has to do with I'm trying to find a photographer or a videographer or a 3D floor plan. And more so today than ever before with COVID, it's important to really have those visual assets to sell the property to get it moving further along when an on-site visit is less likely and you can't host an open house. So this is Biproxi. It's one place for everything you need, a nationally vetted vendor network and guaranteed quality. So we've done all the heavy lifting for you in our new basically shop. And we've set it up like a typical e-commerce shop so that it's very comfortable and easy for anyone to get started. And you basically jump on into biproxi.com, which is our newly launched site, and head over to Listing Essentials. And that's where you'll see, just like any other e-commerce shop, if you need image enhancement or flyers or templates and a property evaluation report. We even go so far to do phase ones and other type of assessments that you need a little further down the sales cycle. And then you just purchase them like any other product. As if it's e-commerce, you go to your shopping cart, you check out with your credit card, and we take it from there. And the nice thing is when you're on Listing Essentials is you can buy out a couple different items. And we also have specially priced bundles where you get a couple things at a discount. We have data solutions, marketing solutions, bundles, and visual solutions. So for example, some of our photography, OMs, floor plans, 3D floor plans have been huge right now, especially with the virtual interior staging as an add-on to really kind of bring things together. Finally, we also have a new offering, Marketing Concierge, that's been around for a little while, I'd say like a few months now, where we've really been showing a lot of progress in advanced digital marketing to your properties. So we use ads to find buyers that you can't find otherwise in your Rolodex and just kind of move things along. Finally, we have partnered with OfficeSpace.com, where we're offering broker, tenant, and buyer leads. Along those same lines, you now have ways to save time, money, and stay organized and scale your business with Biproxi as a partner. Feel free to check us out. I've put up a 10% off coupon on Listing Essentials. Just use Quantum10. And I hope this was good for you guys. I'm rushing through a little bit. We actually recently started our own weekly webinars and jumping off there to go do that now, but go check it out. It's Wednesday weekly webinars, and today we're talking about COVID. So yeah, thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck with your webinar, and stay well.
Thank you. Yep. And I will stop sharing my screen. Did that work? Perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you for putting this together as well. It's been, I really appreciate the chance to share Biproxi.
Sure. We are thrilled you did it. Okay, so next up, hold on, gotta get through those, sorry. Andreas Senni, are you with us? Andreas?
Yes, I'm here.
There you are, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Hello everyone, and David, as always, thanks again for putting this together. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to work with you all these years as CRE Collaborative, as the industry itself has grown CRE tech. For those that don't know me, I am myself a broker, third-generation real estate developer, and we built and I founded CRE Collaborative, which is an end-to-end technology enablement service. We work with your end users, all the partners on the call, and all the professionals, real estate practitioners on the call. We advise and help you have a complete technology toolbox, a technology stack, through our simple and easy to use portal. If you go to the next slide, Julie. Forgive me, guys, usually I have a fancy background back there, but just green today. So Creco AI is a 2.0 technology market network, meaning it's an open search engine where you can find 37 million properties across the US, including properties from QuantumListing, other listing portals. But it's much more than that. It's a place where you can search, network, and promote for free, while we introduce to you and help advise through you, with you, being real estate practitioners, on what technologies are available so you can get to your outcomes faster. We handle the technology so you don't have to. So searching, networking, and promoting, all in the digital world. Go to the next slide, please. With unlimited, especially during the COVID virus, generalist technical advice unlimited through our support team. In a non-COVID world, we provide technology advisory services. Our platform will take in streams and data from however, wherever you have it, present it, distribute it, give you the destinations for it, while enhancing it with other platform data. QuantumListing is a great example. Data comes in, fill in some blanks, similar to Reonomy, fill in some blanks, data enhancement. That data then lives with the owner, the broker, the investor, the developer. It goes from platform to platform, CRM, back office commission, front end listing, so on and so forth. I think that's actually our last slide, and I believe that was the shortest one thus far. Thank you, guys. This was informative as all could be. I look forward to working with each of you in the future, and please, everyone, stay safe and stay healthy.
Thanks, Andreas. That was
and
yep.
Concise and to the point, Creco.ai if you're looking to find us, and I'm always happy to take a phone call. It's never an imposition. 203-307-2242.
There you have it. Excellent. Well, thank you, and very.
I did.
Next up, we have LandChecks. Now, Pradeep Reddy, the founder and CEO of LandChecks, is abroad and with internet service that is a little less than stellar. So I will give a live demo of LandChecks from the QuantumListing site. So here we go. So if you go to any listing on QuantumListing, let's go to the Clarksville, Indiana, Jim Baker. So if you scroll down, this is a for sale listing, and you can see that StackSource button that Tim was talking about before. So we have another new button here for LandChecks, and what happens, you click the button, and you'll get redirected to the LandChecks website. Wait for it, wait for it. And it's looking up the address of that listing in Indiana right now. And then it pulls various databases, and this is just the ones that were relevant to this particular site. So if there were other data points that were relevant here, then it would also have those. So say, for instance, you wanted to see where all the cell towers were within a 5-mile radius of your site. You can click that. All the locations are here, as well as the proximity to your site. and you can zoom in. If you click on one of them, highlight the information down below, and let's find another example. So this is for a state EPA site, and so you have to click the hyperlink there to get which one that is. So, and one last one we'll do, and let's zoom in, and there you have, and you can select multiple categories at once. And once you've gotten selected the information that you would like to get, then you click on the PDF button, and it creates a very, very comprehensive PDF for you in very short order. You can see this one is 99 pages. In their virtual due diligence report, it tells you which databases have been used for the report and the number of records, and it would take any of us a long time to get all the data that is in here. And if you want to evaluate whether you're buying land or a building or whatever, there are so many different things that influence value, and this really gives you a great window into that. So I just want to thank all of our participants for their time today and for being partners in various ways with us over the years. We hope you, the viewers and participants, found today's session informative and helpful. We will, as I said, send around the replay and the slide deck, so you'll have contact information for everybody out there. We do these webinars every week. So we're going to now open the floor up for a Q&A. If you are watching live now, please feel free to unmute yourself, or I can be your mouthpiece and read whatever the question is in the chat box. While we're waiting for you to ask your questions, I want to thank Julia from our team, who did a tremendous amount of work herding all the people that participated today and organizing their information into one cohesive slide deck. So thank you, Julia. You did a good job. Some messages out there. It says, Justine says, thank you. So informative and cutting edge. Kristen, fellow Connecticutter, thank you for this intro to so many people who I think that I know, but didn't know how great their products were. And thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, Linda, tell us.
My question is on the last presentation you just did.
Yes.
And in my mind, it just seems like there's so much information in the world that, how do you say that's all the answers? In other words, is it dangerous to say this is your list? How do we know it's complete? That's what scares me about it. I wouldn't want somebody to say, oh, I relied on that, and then they found out something else. You know what I mean? Like, how do you know it's everything?
Well, it's everything that is in the databases. And they're pulling, some of the databases get updated daily, some weekly, some monthly, some quarterly. And, to the extent that, you're between updates, you're maybe not, but you can go back and check it again throughout your due diligence process. One of the nice things about having it be so fast and easy is that you can, refresh that data as your deal is progressing. And I'm sure he's got some errors and omissions language there also. And look,
So would the website, like us, would we have to be protecting ourselves from someone saying, I searched it and it said this, but it wasn't true or something? I'm just asking because it's like,
I don't
it sounds great, but it scares me.
I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not going to
Yeah, I know.
answer a legal question. If
Right.
Howard were here, he could let us know. Howard,
Right.
Howard, are you in the house?
No, I think he's on a webinar. He's probably on another webinar. I thought it was a wonderful presentation, though. Thank you, David. I didn't mean to, I just am curious, you know,
It's a perfectly valid question, and you know, it's certainly more information than I would be able to dig up on my own. And you know, like everything in this world, it's buyer beware.
right.
Or downloader beware. I mean, just think of all the emails that you've gotten about, you know, coronavirus. There was a fake email going around, you know, that was allegedly from Johns Hopkins University that, you know, the Snopes report said was bogus. So, you know, with anything, you just have to use your best judgment. So let's see, we had a couple other comments here. Oh, Julia was reminding me to talk about our upcoming webinars. Next week, we have one on updates on 1031 exchanges and opportunity zones. And it's from our good friend Fitzy up in Massachusetts. April 22nd, the due diligence process in commercial real estate with Brian Hennessy of Avis & Young. April 29th, a familiar voice to all of you who are with us today will be Andrew Bermudez from Digsy on how to instantly generate leads. And May 20th, we're going to have our friends from the news funnel back. And June 24th, Eva Baska, and I won't have to cut her off next time because she'll have the floor all to herself. So if you have any other questions, and we have a lot of nice people like Melissa saying thank you, and you know, we really are deeply appreciative to everybody for their time and for being part of this webinar and, you know, our lives in general. Linda, thank you so much to Julia and me, and she has her contact info. So it's just, you know, strange times out there, and, you know, we need each other to get through these times. And you may say, you know, you're a listing service, and yet, you know, ostensibly other listing services on this. Why? You know, we're all in this together, and you know, we all help each other out in any ways that we can. We compete, but we're colleagues, and we all respect each other, and that's what the real estate business is to me. And whether it's real estate technology or you know, my brokerage business. So again, you know, just thank you, everybody, and I'm going to pause the recording and wish you all well, and we'll stay online